It's been 6 weeks since the explosion at the Realty Building, and there are still questions the city has left unanswered.
Much of the uncertainty lies with what crew was working on the building and the qualifications of these workers.
Caitlin McCarthy circled back to the city officials and the owner of the building to try and get some answers in this watchdog report.
I spoke to Mayor Tito Brown, who said the city was confident in Greenhart's qualifications for the work, but admits he doesn't know if they brought in outside workers. And if they did, they were not vetted by the city.
For 6 weeks, downtown Youngstown has been left battered by the explosion at the Realty Building. One of the questions we've been asking is why the city awarded this work directly to the building's owner without taking bids. Deputy Director Chuck Shasho says that because the parts of the utility lines run under public sidewalks, the city could have ordered to move them. Instead, Shasho says the city decided to help by awarding them the contract for the work, since downtown businesses have been affected by construction. Shasho says the city has not paid Greenhart for the work, but it was approved by the Board of Control without a vote from council. The mayor said Shasho made this decision because of timing issues with the Smart 2 project.
We had the bill grant going on. We had a timing issue on one part of Federal Street, and we needed the other part of Federal Street to be done. In order to keep the building and the project going, this is what he decided to do.
Another major question we've been pressing the city on finally got a bit more clear today, sort of. Here's Tito Brown at a news conference on June 6th, refusing to answer how workers were vetted for safety before being allowed to perform this dangerous work.
Can anyone speak to what that vetting process actually included?
No, we won't talk about that.
And here he is again on June 11th.
The city has repeatedly claimed they were vetted but refused to explain the process. Why?
So that is part of the ongoing investigation that you guys continue to ask. That's my best answer for that one.
But today, Brown admitted that only Greenhart was vetted based on their past work. And if the work was subcontracted out, he does not know who the workers are or their qualifications.
We had a developer who had done some work in downtown properties and buildings and several projects, and we ran it and raved about how they renovated in a couple other buildings, so they had a track record with working in downtown buildings.
Shasho also admitted not knowing who the workers were, directing us to the NTSB. I reached out to NTSB, but they tell me there are no conclusions as to who the crew is. With more local news, I'm Caitlin McCarthy.